Hello everyone. In today's episode, we have a new guest, which is Rahul, and we are more than happy to talk about like where the market is going on. There's a lot of things that happen now in the current market, and we are curious about his opinion on this. So, Rahul, thank you so much for being our guest. How are you today?
Pleasure all mine. Fantastic day. Doing good.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation for the podcast. Appreciate that.
Pleasure all mine.
Rahul, wonderful. So, Rahul, for those that maybe have no idea about you and also about the company, can you make a quick intro about who you are, what you guys are doing, and why should people give you money as well?
Yeah. Uh, Hello, everyone. My name is Rahul. I am taking care of the apartment business in Suha Hospitality. So
Yeah.
we are an extended apartment stay where we take care of more of the family-oriented people who are looking for apartments and at the luxury of it and want to entail the luxury element of hotels along with the apartments. So that's how we have done in Suha Hospitality that we have the traditional apartments which are end to end through the tech stack and other things and operates same as hotels. So it is hotels plus hotel apartments. That business we take care in Dubai market itself.
Wonderful. And what is something that you understand about revenue management for extended stay apartments that most Dubai, let's say, hotel operator get this wrong or they are misunderstood?
See, when it comes to hotel apartments, it's a value driven proposition rather than a revenue generating or other parameters in the hotel industry. As of now, maximizing ADR is definitely everyone's say in the hotel industry. But here in apartment business, we generally are driven by the value which the people see on a extended stay, like you will say monthly, yearly bookings, half yearly bookings. So unlike a hotel is stays going on for 1 night, 2 night, 3 night, people are not much bothered about the value propositions over there. But here in apartments, we need to be very careful that what we are offering, what type of appliances we are using, what type of setup we have. Based on that, there are a lot of people take a call because they are coming with their families and everyone want to extend their stay based on what value proposition we are bringing to them within that price range.
Mhm.
So that's very
Yeah.
critical over here. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm curious about like how do you see now the market? Everyone is talking about the AI, everything that is going on with the technology side. How do you see the market in the next, I don't know, 3 to 6 months from now or by end of this year? What do you think can change?
See, AI is not going like I will say that AI is something which is definitely coming in gradually. As of now in hospitality, we have started using it long back, but it was a manual type of AI, you can say that the rate proposition through the RMS. We are using RMS, which checks in the market, how the competitiveness, what is the value we are bringing in. These parameters, the occupancy, the ADRs, everything is already under check. But with AI coming in, it is not going to take instant decisions how the manual person is going to take, but it is definitely in when it comes to the evaluation through the systems. And in today's world, everything is dynamic enough to check online only. So
Yeah.
all the data which is online, that is getting encasted and that is getting in a form where the manual person need to input some data and make that data happen as a result. But that result point is the only point where the person is sitting. Is he happy, he is not happy, or how the result is coming is something which is we need to decide, not AI will decide. Just for instance, like Dubai market all of a sudden went to abrupt time in March April. So AI, as per the AI, how it will see the history and forecast old data. But now moving forward, it's not about the old data, it's only the comset. And if comset is not willing to drop the rates, there is no guest in the market.
Yeah.
So there comes a manual intervention that AI is definitely working over there with price intelligence, price sensitivity, competitiveness check. Other things are also there in AI. But the manual person on the field will feel that how the decision need to be taken in order to safeguard the company at first. So these are the quick decisions which AI is not taking. But in a long run, when it comes to the SEO, SCMs, the decisions, the encryption of coding and other things, AI is definitely there. It is going to help in a long run. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. That's nice to hear. Like, I saw that a lot of companies now compare, the OTAs like Airbnb, Booking.com, and everything with direct bookings. I'm
Yeah.
curious, why do you think that pushing more direct bookings over OTAs stays so hard, even if you can provide, best price guarantee in the place?
See, I will be honest with you that OTAs have done a very bigger chunk. They have already they are ahead of their time, actually, I would say, in the OTA. Every company here is, it sounds nice that anything direct cuts your cost, the cost of acquisitions goes down, and any business which is direct is good. But how good your website or your sales or your team is to get direct? Can we fill the inventory 365 days with direct business with our own website? How any brand which is known well in Indian market, well in Russian market, is well known in China market, or something which is known in China market is very well known in Sri Lankan market. So what happens is OTAs give you a wider distribution. So when the distribution is of that level that it is reaching every nook and corner of the world, they are already ahead. Whether it's language, it is user friendliness, it is the payment gateways, so in that currency, it is easily able to convert everything. But standalone properties or even chain for a sake is not that much capable to encast that amount of distribution into their platform, be it the loyalty program or other things. At the same time, our own company website or direct bookings are definitely there, but from loyalty point of view, from the repeat point of view, and from information point of view. But OTAs are definitely ahead of their times, and it's always a comparison vis-a-vis which keeps going on. There are players who are coming to the level of OTAs, but there is a due diligence is required, and for a longer run, how we are going to come over these OTA things. But OTAs are also good unless you have your commissions on check. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone was complaining about the commissions and everything, but in reality, it's a good way to acquire new
Yes, it's a good way to convey your brand in a better manner where all the amenities appliances, because OTAs are also learning, they are also putting new things in their backends. For instances, there are member tier 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, and
Yeah,
then they have qualified data as well, that where the short bookings are coming, those who are frequent flyers, you will get the bookings from there. So every hotelier bids a lot to get the qualified data in. So
yeah,
how you will get the first hand qualified data? Not through the brand website. And brand websites are getting changed very frequently as well.
yeah,
Very frequently means every 3 to 5 years there is a revamp going on. But in OTAs, it's like a chain of setup. So it's not going through a complete change. But in general hotel management or small management or chain management, the operator changes, the look and feel changes, the shell and core changes, the encryptions even changes.
yeah,
So if there is a change from one brand to another, deflag, reflag, so in between of all these transition, a lot is being missed.
mhm,
So at least OTAs are there, which is you can say is a link between the customer of that position along with a brand which is standalone or within a country. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's just another channel, just not like on one single channel. So OTAs could be great, but also direct. Like you can diversify these into multiple
Yeah,
because
definitely. It's part of the game as well. So we need to diversify and we need to be careful that saying that OTAs is cutting or we need to take it down and then it boomerang. It is the hotels are not doing 100% every time.
yeah,
So those who are sitting at 65, 60 or 70%, they need to be careful with it. Yeah.
yeah. And I think that, for example, in my case, because when I want to go, to a hotel or something like that, the first thing is to find them on Booking. This is where I just in case I don't know, maybe I saw a TikTok video of a nice place. This is where I can go within their website for the direct booking. But if
Yeah.
not, and I searching just I don't know where I want to go or I don't know what I want to visit, I prefer to go in booking. But if I saw, I don't know, something that catch my attention on TikTok or something, this is where we can go.
That's part of turning the traffic towards the booking engine, and that is
Exactly.
also the part of our cost of acquisition. All these Instagram stories and other things which our marketing team does, this is all to gain the traffic and to get the brand exposure. So this is also this also is a part of the cost for this, but in a wider area. It is those OTAs who are doing wonders for everyone. It is a very easy thing for us to pick as well. By default, it does a lot of wonder for us. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, wonderful. What actually happened behind the scene when you said dynamic rates across all the four locations of the properties heading into the peak season in Dubai's side?
Yeah. What happens with the dynamic rates that the rates keep changing as per the seasonality, and you will be surprised with the Dubai rates vis-a-vis to off season rates. It is three times, threefold the rate goes up. It is like if a rate is at 500, 550 dirham, you will be surprised to see 2200 dirham or 2500 dirham.
Yeah.
So even yeah, in dollars you will say starting from 350, 400, $500, it may surprise you to 1500 to $2000 as well for those apartments in the season's time. And it does it with a very big abruption at of like the seasonality may change at any point in time, but when the seasonality hits in Dubai market, be it the start of the winters or having any special festivity or anything which has an uptick in the occupancy levels, spike in ADRs come very suddenly over here. And the beauty of Dubai is that if any in a comp set, five properties are doing good, six property will definitely will be doing good as well. It is by default. So
Mhm.
whatever the rate strategy goes, the other properties will event like they will pick it up. So but we need to be careful when it is not picking up. Business for 5 months and then low business for 5 months and then 2 months of the shoulder period. So we need to be careful on that part. So that's how the dynamic static pricing works in Dubai market. Yeah.
Awesome. And what is one belief that you hold, related to the revenue management that most directors in the Dubai, for example, will disagree with you?
They will but disagree is that like everyone goes for a ADR approach over here. Everyone looks for a best ADR for their hotel. But I always say that look at the value proposition as well. How come a person who is staying in a seven-star hotel, okay, he is in your comp set, but are you giving that value proposition? The market is sitting at $1,000. Everyone is pushing for $1,000. But do your product carry that type of value proposition or not? That you need to justify. Because when it comes to the seasonality, I always ask my hotel operations team that do offer the value along with it, enhance more product, more things, more ancillary services into your value proposition. So that's I always feel that people might agree, might not agree because they will think that it is a part of their P&L heavy and they will it will burden their cost structure. But here I say that take the rates up, no problem, but keep value proposition in mind as well.
Yeah. What I saw is that, Dubai is a competitive place, especially for the hospitality. Everything is clean, and so on. So everyone is fighting for this. How much of your strategy get disrupted, let's say, by seasonality, events, or even competitors' price in the local market?
So it's like you are asking that how we compete against these five-star hotels.
Yes. Yeah.
It is see the distribution platforms are same. The tactics which we applies is always same. But what makes a difference is what additional product you are offering. Like for instance, any room over here could be 23 17 to 23 square meter. We are having 36 square meter. Then we have appliances in our rooms which are of Bosch. It is be it a refrigerator, be it a washing machine, be it a dry cleaner come washing machine type, and then be it a dishwasher, all the appliances, it's a plug and play. So when a person is choosing our apartments, he has got a setup which is already there for him or her, and they chooses it very conveniently over any other hotel model. And as I mentioned in the starting, it is basically we are extended stay for family oriented people. So we are definitely the first choice, those who are staying more than 4, 5, 6 nights. Like nobody wants for the babies or for the children's something which is outside food for a long time. So they look for something which can be local. They can cook at their home itself, and we provide that type of luxury element into the apartment where it is like they come and they start staying.
Okay. And what is one of the biggest friction, let's say, or source of friction on your revenue team feel that your revenue team feels on daily basis that guests, for example, never saw?
Friction is regarding the distributions most of the time, like how the distribution goes, that if the last rooms are available, we are closing that on few channels, or we are putting a break onto those rooms.
Yeah.
But at the end, somewhere the distribution leakage happens, so we upgrade downgrade the guests accordingly. We need to notify it at the back end to the travel agencies that the distribution, because of tax stack issues, some issues has happened. So all these things at the back end, the guests never come to know. But by the time guests come to the place, we ensure that they are in their best of experience. So we like happy faces in front of the front desk, but at the back end, there is a lot of work that we follow up with the agency where they are booked, from where the voucher has arrived, and then to share it with the centralized teams that these are the guests who are coming in. This is the issue we have faced with them, but any which ways, everything is sorted. Happy to welcome.
Okay, wonderful. And if you could have like a magic wand, like Harry Potter, to have a wish, what wish would you have to remove a manual revenue or pricing workflow tomorrow?
Yeah, manual. See, again, it's a learning process. That if a magic wand is there, I would say that the budget needs to be placed in such a manner that we achieve the budget automatically by putting the rates in the system automatically. That's AI also can do. Like, what is your yearly budget? It can be divided among all the segments, all the channels, and automated it could be. But here in Dubai, the biggest issue is always is a rate leakage. That is with all the single properties, small chains, local chains. That rate leakages are a big issue over here. Those where we are sending the B2B rates, they always get leaked on the B2C platforms. So that's we always wanted to control and have a price parity across all the platforms. If the magic band is there, we will place it over there and get in parity quickly.
Wonderful. Rahul, take a look back 10 years ago. What advice could you give to you that could make your process and progress easier? Not easier, but to have more clarity to be where you are today.
Even if today I see, today process of revenue management is going, it's a evolving process, from revenue management distribution, now it's going more towards cost of distribution, and then from cost of distribution it is going towards profitability distribution, which is my most profitable channel to distribute. So it is getting more complex. If you will ask, 10 years back it was a very complex exercise to check the profitability. There were manual files and everything. Today we have software which are giving you the bottom line of the business, and then to track it by rooms, to track it by segments, and to track it by countries and minimum length of stays. So this evolving process is further going towards profitability, and how the profitability can be further generated more profitability can be sought. From where we started revenue management from distribution point of view, then the channel management came, then channel management made distribution more easier, but now that part is sorted. Now people are jumping on towards profit making and how to make every channel, every single booking more profitable one. And the AI is coming in, so the marketing cost, other things are going down. So we are associating all these things with the current trend. That's how the market is moving. So if now 10 years back it was a learning process, even from here 10 years forward, I think that level will be different. It will be more on each and every granular data which is coming into the system, how I can read that data and ensure that we are getting the level of profit which is required. And then budget is important, but it keeps increasing, every year 3 5%, 3 5, somewhere it has to stop, right? So that's how the data is. Yeah.
It's wonderful. How market evolve and change a lot, like within the last, I don't know, 5 years or something. It's evolved a lot. I don't know, everything change. I don't know where everything is going on because maybe I don't know in the future I'm not going to be myself in the podcast. Maybe I don't know, it's going to be an avatar and your avatar discussing.
Exactly.
Everything is happening.
Exactly. Yes, definitely. I'm telling you, 10 years back when we started, it was a completely different system. For instance, hotels use Opera widely. Even when we were trainees, Opera was the one which is like everyone is learning on Oracle based, that Opera, everyone wants that type of setup. But now those new hotels who are strong enough to take the call by themselves, they are going for profitable PMSs. Those PMS who can have a two-way interface to help the properties build their profits. It's
Yeah.
those who are sitting easy, they are managing the old PMS, but those who are strong enough to take the calls, they are getting their profits booked with new PMS coming into the picture. And moving forward on the PMS part, I think a lot of players are coming in the market. So one by one, gradually it is evolving process. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Rahul, where people can find more details about you and also about the company in case they're trying to, book a slot or being interest or,
Just plan a family getaway, and we are always there. We are Suha Hospitality. We have hotels across hotel apartments across Dubai. We have in very famous Jumeirah Beach Residences. It is near the Marina Beach. That is the Suha JBR Hotel Apartments. Then we have one in Mankul. This is near to the historic site in Bur Dubai itself. That is in the historical area again, that is under Suha Mina Rashid is the name. You can say Suha Bur Dubai. And then two hotels are near the airport as well. So
Okay.
again, we have a mix of clients. We entertain more like the CIS market is in JBR. Then we have Asia Pacific, India and Pakistan clientele is more in Bur Dubai. And then GCC crowd is more in the other two hotels near the airport. So Suha Hospitality is the name.
Wonderful. Amazing. Rahul, thank you so much for everything you shared with us in today's episode. I'm going to let for you guys in the description all the links as well for Rahul, LinkedIn profile, website, everything in order to get in touch with him.
Pleasure all mine.